We begin tonight with the chilling new details of the fatal shooting of a teenager inside a Toronto school. Police say a 14-year-old boy is now facing a murder charge.
And this case is shining a spotlight on what's being called a growing problem, an increase in gun violence among young people in this province. Sylvie Lenve reports.
Toronto police say 18-year-old Jaheim Robinson was shot point blank from behind yesterday afternoon as classes ended at Mary Thomson Collegiate.
Earlier today, we were able to announce the arrest of a 14-year-old boy in relation to Jaheim's murder. It is alleged that after shooting Jahiem, the 14-year-old boy attempted to shoot a second victim within the school.
However, the gun didn't fire. The 14-year-old student then fled. He was arrested several hours later and charged with first-degree murder and attempted murder.
The entire Toronto Police Service is deeply troubled by this case. The murder of a young person inside a school where kids should feel safe and secure is shocking to all of us, and the service will do whatever we can to address these issues.
Toronto police say gun violence is increasing in the city, and the average age of those involved is dropping lower and lower.
This year alone, 1/3 of our homicides have involved victims or accused under the age of 20. 2 have involved accused persons under the age of 15 years. This fact is disturbing and demands that something must change.
Just last month in Toronto, a 13-year-old boy was arrested and charged with second-degree murder in the shooting death of 15-year-old Jordan Carter. Also last month, 3 Oshawa teens aged 16, 16, and 15 were arrested in the shooting death of 19-year-old Malachi Elijah Bainbridge in North York.
There is no rational explanation for why a 13, 14, or 15-year-old child should have access to illegal firearms, let alone feel compelled to use them.
Several agencies say they're working together to address the issue, including the police, housing, the school board, and the city.
How could it be that a 14-year-old could first of all have a gun? And how could it be that the 14-year-old could decide to take the gun to school? We go forward, redoubling our efforts to just try to make sure these kinds of things don't happen, and that we get at some of the answers to those questions, which are not simple answers. Anybody who has one, I think, is trying to fool people by saying so.
Mary Thomson Collegiate was closed today and students shifted to online learning. The school board has made grief counselors available. Sylvie Lenve, CHCH News.